Hello and welcome to the Kapoor Podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that's very close to my heart: how Indians and other South Asians settling abroad, especially here in Canada and other Western countries, can integrate better into society. Every year, thousands of Indians move abroad. For example, according to IRCC, Indians have been the top source of immigrants to Canada for the last 5 years, with over 120,000 Indians becoming permanent residents in 2023 alone. That's a big number, and it shows how important it is for us to think about not just arriving in a new country, but also thriving and being part of the community. Recently, I've come across several videos on social media showing inappropriate behavior by some South Asians abroad, and honestly, it's disheartening. As someone who has always been a proud Indian and is now equally proud to call myself Canadian, it feels disappointing to see actions that reflect poorly on our community. That's why I wanted to record this episode to share a better path with newcomers, drawing from my own experiences and examples so newcomers could settle in, integrate well, and earn respect in the society we are now a part of or want to be a part of. If you like this video, I would request you to kindly subscribe to this channel and do leave a comment and let me know if I missed out on something. So let's get started. Point 1. Learn and use the language. The first and maybe the most powerful tool is the language. English or French, if you're in Quebec, is the bridge to opportunity. You don't need to have a perfect accent, but being able to communicate clearly helps you at work, in day-to-day life. Studies show that immigrants with strong language skills earn on an average 20 to 30% more than the others. It's not just the money, it's about the confidence and the respect. When I first came to Canada in 2010, my English was fair but far from perfect. I still remember being too shy to order a drink at the drive-thru, often asking my wife to order for us instead. Before moving to Canada, I had to clear the IELTS exam, and for that I practiced a lot, reading a lot of English books and trying to speak the language as much as possible. My advice to newcomers is to practice your language skills every chance you get. Don't worry if you fumble or make a mistake. Most people genuinely appreciate the effort. And remember, the more you practice, the more confident and fluent you'll become. Point number 2. Be respectful to others. Respect is universal. It means listening, being polite, and acknowledging different viewpoints. Many societies abroad value punctuality, direct communication, and respecting personal space. These small things go a long way in how people perceive you. Respect earns trust. Be humble, give a little smile, and wish good morning, etc. whenever possible. Hold the door for someone, and if someone is holding the door for you, always say thank you, whether or not you know that person. At the restaurant, always be kind to your server and thank them for serving you. Hi, I'm Manish Kapoor tuning in from Canada, and I'm really glad you're here. This is where we sit down with some amazing minds, leaders, creators, and change makers to talk about the things that matter. Every episode is a chance to learn something new, get inspired, or just hear a fresh take. So let's get into it. Point 3. Integrate with people beyond your own circle. It's natural for Indians abroad to stick with other Indians, be it family members or friends. We share food, culture, jokes. But if we only stick in that circle, we miss out on the richness of the new country. Join community groups on Facebook, etc. Volunteer. Connect with colleagues socially. Integration doesn't mean forgetting your roots. It means blending and contributing. When we had moved to Canada, I joined one meetup group from Facebook with whom we went for some picnics and get-togethers. It was a nice way to connect with people like us who were new to the country, and it helped me make some new good friends. Point 4. Grooming and presentation. This one may sound basic, but grooming matters. First impressions are often visual. Being clean, dressing neatly, and carrying yourself well shows self-respect and earns respect from others. You don't need to buy expensive clothes or accessories, but neatness and hygiene are noticed everywhere and can be considered a sign that you're showing respect to people around you. When I first immigrated to Canada, my family and I lived in a basement apartment for some time. Early on, my wife made me aware that the aroma from our cooking could sometimes linger on our clothes. To avoid that, she was very careful to keep our suitcases and cabinets closed whenever she cooked.
I had a boss, he was Indian. They smell like onions.
We also adjusted our lunches. Instead of carrying heavy Indian meals every day, which could leave a strong smell when reheated in the microwave, we started packing more sandwiches and wraps that didn't need heating. These small changes helped us feel more comfortable and considerate of the shared spaces around us. Point 5. Stay active, play sports, or go to the gym. Sports and fitness are amazing ways to integrate. Cricket is big for us as South Asians, but why not try hockey, soccer, or basketball if you're in Canada, or hate the gym? Not only do you stay healthy, but you also build friendships. A study showed that newcomers who joined sports clubs reported faster social integration and stronger local connections. When I had come to Canada in 2010, I was always busy working and trying to settle down. Then in 2012, I saw a group of guys playing cricket. I went up to them and asked if I could join, and soon after they invited me to play a match. Today, more than a decade later, I'm still in touch with them, and a few have become some of my very good friends. Sports not only keeps you healthy, but it also opens door for lasting friendships and sense of belonging. Point number 6, everyday courtesy. Small courtesies speaks volume. Holding the door open, saying thank you, waiting your turn in line are some of the examples. These little gestures might seem minor, but they are cultural norms in many countries. They show that you're considerate and aware of the environment you're in. For example, a Tim Hortons drive-through near my office used to be quite busy in the morning. The lineups got intense and sometimes there were 2-3 cars trying to squeeze into the drive-through lineup. I remember that on some occasions I allowed another car to go in front of me. To my surprise, several times the car in front of me paid for my coffee. Such a nice and beautiful gesture. Point number 7, work ethic. Prove yourself every day. One thing people abroad respect deeply is hard work. It doesn't matter where you're from. If you show up on time, deliver results, and stay consistent, people notice. Many successful Indian immigrants, from CEOs like Sundar Pichai to small business owners, prove this daily. It's about building credibility through actions, not words. When I first came to Canada, I had the opportunity to work at 2 or 3 different organizations. In each role, I made it a point to work hard, stay committed, and prove my worth. I never treated any job as it's just a job. I saw it as a chance to build trust and demonstrate what I was capable of. Because of that, I was never laid off, and in fact, whenever I decided to move on, my managers were always keen to retain me. That gave me a lot of confidence that my effort and consistency were being recognized. Later, when I decided to start my own business, I carried the same work ethic with me. The long hours, the determination, and the mindset of proving myself every single day, those habits became the foundation of everything I've built here. Point 8, respect rules and laws. Laws are taken very seriously abroad, whether it's following traffic rules, paying taxes, or workplace compliance. There's very little tolerance for cutting corners in Canada. Simple example, jaywalking might seem harmless back home, but in Canada, you could get fined. Following rules builds trust and keeps you out of unnecessary trouble. Since moving to Canada, I have always made it a priority to follow the rules and laws, whether it's something as routine as driving responsibly or important as filing taxes on time. Compliance not only keeps the stress free but also builds trust and credibility in the community. The good thing is that most people naturally follow the rules here, so adapting to the standards should not be difficult for newcomers. Point 9, keep your surroundings clean. Cleanliness is not just personal, it's environmental. Don't litter, dispose waste properly, and recycle when possible. Canada and many Western countries pride themselves on clean public spaces. When we maintain that, we are showing that we value the community too. Example, I play a couple of cricket leagues. Both leagues have a mandate to clean the ground, bottles, etc. After each game, I personally and on my end make sure that I clean up after the game, and thankfully players in our team are mindful and we make sure that the ground is in the same condition as it was when we arrived to play. Point 10, Everyday civic responsibility. Civic sense is a very important part of life in Canada, and it's something every newcomer should practice. It means being mindful of how your actions affect others and the community. Simple examples include not littering, following traffic rules, keeping noise levels low in residential area, standing in the line patiently, giving people personal space, and respecting public property. Even small things like cleaning up after yourself in a food court, returning shopping carts at the grocery store, or shoveling the snow in front of your yard during winter show responsibility and respect to the community. These habits may seem minor, but together they reflect on the values of a good citizen and help us build a positive image of our community in Canada. Finally, this is a list of some key points that can help you integrate successfully into Western society. Of course, it isn't exhaustive. There are many other important aspects to keep in mind, such as adaptability in a new environment, financial responsibility, taking care of your mental health, and contributing positively to the community. Depending on your personal situation, you may find additional areas to focus on, but the goal is the same: to build a balanced, respectful, and fulfilling life in your new country. So, to sum it up, integrating abroad isn't about losing your identity, it's about expanding it. Speak the language, respect others, build relationship outside your circle, present yourself well, stay active, work hard, follow the rules, and keep your surroundings clean. These small, consistent steps help us build a beautiful new community. Remember, when one of us integrates well, it reflects on the entire Indian community in the country. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who's new to Canada or any other country abroad or is looking to settle abroad. Do also leave a comment and let me know if I missed any important points. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode. This episode of the Kapoor Podcast was proudly sponsored by Kapoor Law Firm and Kapoor Vastralaya. If you are enjoying the show and want a one-time discount code, head over to our website, thekapoorpodcast.com, and fill out the form to receive your subscriber-only discount code. Whether you're looking for legal expertise or premium Indian ethnic wear, our sponsors have you covered. One more request to all of you, please do subscribe to the show and leave a comment to let us know what you think and how we can improve. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.